You joined the booth, Kurt Herbstreit and Al Michaels for the Bears-Panthers game. A little NFL on Prime Video, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Man, you killed it, dude. You killed it. I saw the pregame and then the second quarter when you went on, man. And you obviously in this picture right here, you, Al Michaels, and Kurt are having a good old time, man.
It was exciting. It was honestly, it was an unbelievable experience. Shout out to Amazon. Really just honored that they let me do that and be a part of the broadcast. I mean, I know the Chicago Bears-Panthers, not the most exciting game. They're probably trying to add a little.
Don't be team shaming out here.
That's fair.
NFL
That's
football,
fair.
baby.
That's fair. They made it easy. They made it super easy for me. It was basically just a bunch of interviews, answering questions, but it was awesome just seeing how everything operates, seeing what the booth actually looks like, right? Like the different monitors, like you got the monitor right here where you can add the circles and lines on. You got this monitor here that controls your replays. You got this monitor, which is what the people are seeing at home. You got your producer in your ear. Al has his producer in his ear, and Kirk and Al's producers are like balancing between the two to figure out what happens.
Dude, this fucking sounds like chaos.
It was. And then you go to the truck and you see all the people that are responsible for like the over 35 cameras, all the footage coming in, what's being shown, those producers in there.
Damn.
It was mind blowing to see the operation that happens for a game and how seamless and professionally it all is done. It was really just, it was cool to watch and see. Like, I can't imagine the amount of data that is flowing through those trucks in a given game. Like the processing power, like if I'm making an iMovie on the laptop, if I get it longer than like 10 minutes, it starts to like glitch. I can't imagine the bandwidth that is that these trucks are operating with. And they have a separate one for like the game feed versus the like halftime show, like pre-show, post-show. It's man, it was something really incredible to watch and firsthand kind of see it. You know what it felt like? The closest thing it felt like was Saturday Night Live, but on a much different scale because there's more things that are uncontrollable. But it kind of gave that same vibe of like, holy cow, man, there are so many people involved in making this thing happen and having it be the product that it is. So really, really cool.
Do you think you could
witness.
do it? Do you want to do it? Does it look like something you want to do?
I don't know. I think
yeah, you do.
I could do the desk, pre-post show, have an opinion on the teams and the games and stuff like that. I think any former player could do that. Like you just have like an opinion on, not to like those guys are much better at it. And that was another thing. Like,
yeah, that's not
watching how they bounce off of each other and do all that. But like that part isn't that hard of like having an opinion on something. I do think the booth stuff, that's an art form that would take a long time to foster and try and be good at. Like Kirk was, he was one of the best sitting there having a conversation with me. He's just like, yeah. So what are you going on? Oh, okay. I'm like, what are you? You're not only are you having like a side conversation with me
pro, man.
In between, then you're back here, then you're circling this, then you're rewinding, fast forwarding.
He's had to have been doing this for almost 20 years, 15, 20 years now.
It was.
There ain't no flaws in that man's game.
It was crazy.
That's how he got the job.
It was so crazy how seamless and effortless they both him and Al made it seem. I don't know how Al was asking me questions and then had 3rd and 7 from the it's like
just right into it, man.
Man, you are on point. I can't even answer your questions and stay engaged in this. What's happening? No, it was very impressive.
Yeah. Well, you made everyone think that you definitely can do it because I was talking to all my teammates and everybody around the building. They were all like, yeah, no, Jason seems like he's pretty set on what he can do after football once it's over with. So you killed it. They also made you snap on your week off.
Yeah. We were simulating what Josh Dobbs had to go through in Minnesota the week before, where brand new with a team just has to get up off the sideline and go win a game.
Isn't it such a fucking wild situation?
It's crazy. Who did that? Was that Baker that did it a couple years ago? I think he actually had some practice.
He had like 2 or 3 days. He got there on Thursday, I believe.
That's what
if I remember correctly, with the Rams, and then went out there and got the dub.
That's right.
It not only got the dub, it was like a game-winning drive.
Yeah,
which
like
I
it was
think
a 2-minute
Dobbs
situation that he had done. Yeah. So, shout out to Josh Dobbs. But yeah, they wanted the visual of actually looking like what it felt like when you're trying to get used to another quarterback's cadence.
Yeah. Or a new quarterback comes in. What do you initially do? And Fitz mentioned that you immediately start taking snaps, but he made one mistake. He said, listen, I don't want to touch your grundle. Listen, okay, ball security number one, you got to get up in there.
You got to get that grundle. If I don't feel your hand on my grundle, I don't know where your hand's at. That's the reality, dude. That's one of the things that's actually becoming
just out there.
Seriously, that's becoming a major issue with the college game because so much of the college game is played in shotgun.
Shotgun, yeah.
That when these quarterbacks come under, they like have their hand like barely touch. I'm like, bro, I need to feel some pressure. Like I need to know where that hand's at, brother. If I don't feel pressure, I have no. I'm snapping to my ass. I need to know where the hand is.
Touch it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, son.
Listen, if your knuckles don't smell like some sweaty balls afterwards, then you're not doing it right.
You heard it. Come on, Fitz. Get up in there and don't be scared of that grundle.
Fitz wanted no part of that.
He wanted no part. He was like, this dude just had some fucking chili cheese dogs and fucking
he was at the Wiener
French
Circle last
fries.
night.
Yeah.
Who knows what's happening under there?
That gun is still hot. I know it is. That thing is fuming. All right. And lastly, there were some 92 percenters in the crowd watching Thursday Night Football. Did you encounter a lot of the podcast fans out in Chi-Town? Shout out to Chi-Town, man.
That is one thing, not just in Chi-Town. The airport, like normally the Philly airport is a little rough for me because obviously a lot of people in Philadelphia know me. Chicago air, it don't matter anymore. The 92 percenters apparently are everywhere. It was bananas at the game. Everybody was fired up about it. We obviously got the picture here of the new news sign that I had to go over and sign, but people were shouting it the whole game. They were into it. They were into the broadcast, which was cool to see as well. And of course, after the game, they were into it because they won the game. So that made it even more electric.